Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I am your host, Laiba, and
Today we are going to talk about a very important topic for English learners. The topic is train your brain to answer in English instantly. Now let's move to the video. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Many people study English for months or even years. They understand English, they know vocabulary, they know grammar rules. But when someone speaks to them in English, their brain suddenly becomes slow. They start translating every sentence in their mind. They become nervous. They forget simple words. And sometimes they cannot answer at all. If this happens to you, don't worry. You are not alone. This is one of the biggest problems English learners face around the world. And the good news is that you can improve it with the right practice. In today's podcast, I will explain why your brain becomes slow in English, how you can think faster in English, and simple daily exercises that can help you answer instantly and confidently. And don't worry, this podcast is in very simple English, so you can understand everything easily. Remember one important thing: fluent English is not magic. It is simply a habit. The more you train your brain, the faster your English will become. So relax, listen carefully, and try to imagine yourself speaking English confidently without fear. Now, let's begin our journey to train your brain for fast English speaking. Now let's talk about an important question. Why does your brain become slow when you try to speak English? This happens to many English learners. Even students who know a lot of English words sometimes cannot answer quickly. There are a few simple reasons behind this problem. The first reason is translation. Most learners first think in their own language. Then they translate the sentence into English. This process takes time. For example, someone asks you, "What did you eat today?" First, your brain thinks in Urdu or Hindi. Then you try to change the sentence into English. Because of this, your answer becomes slow. The second reason is fear of mistakes. Many people are afraid of speaking wrong English. They think, what if people laugh at me? What if my grammar is wrong? What if my pronunciation is bad? Because of fear, the brain stops working naturally. You become nervous, and your words do not come out easily. The third reason is lack of speaking practice. Many learners only watch videos or read books, but they do not practice speaking every day. Listening is important. Reading is important, but speaking practice is necessary if you want fast answers. Your brain learns speaking only when you actually speak. Another reason is thinking too much. Some learners try to make perfect sentences before speaking. This also makes the brain slow. Remember this: fast English does not come from perfect grammar. Fast English comes from regular practice. And finally, many learners compare themselves with fluent speakers. This makes them lose confidence. But you should understand something very important. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Nobody becomes fluent in one day. Your brain simply needs training, practice, and confidence. And in the next part of this podcast, we will learn how the brain actually learns a language and how you can train it to answer faster in English. Now let's understand something very interesting. How does the brain actually learn a language? Many people think English fluency is a special talent, but that is not true. Your brain learns English the same way it learns any other skill. For example, when you learn to ride a bicycle, at first it feels difficult. You fall down, you become nervous, you think too much. But after regular practice, your brain learns the process automatically. Speaking English works in the same way. At the beginning, your brain needs time to understand words and make sentences. But with daily practice, English slowly becomes natural. The brain learns faster through repetition. When you listen to English every day, your brain starts remembering sentence patterns. When you repeat English sentences again and again, your brain stores them like a habit. That is why children learn languages quickly. They listen every day, they repeat every day, and they are not afraid of mistakes. Another important thing is this: listening creates memory, but speaking creates confidence. If you only listen to English and never speak, your brain will understand English, but it will not answer quickly. Your brain needs speaking practice to build fast responses. Also, your brain remembers simple and common sentences more easily. So don't start with very difficult English. Start with simple daily sentences like, I am tired. I need help. I am watching a podcast. I will do it later. When you repeat simple English daily, your brain slowly stops translating. And after some time, English answers start coming automatically. This is the real secret of fluent speakers. They do not translate every sentence. Their brain becomes trained to respond directly in English. And the good news is, you can train your brain in the same way. In the next section, we will talk about one of the biggest habits that slows your English speaking, translating in your mind. Now let's talk about one of the biggest problems in English speaking. Translating in your mind. This habit makes your English slow and difficult. Most learners first think in their own language, then they try to translate the sentence into English. Because of this, the brain becomes tired and confused. For example, if someone asks you, "Where are you going?" Your brain may first think in Urdu or Hindi. "Main kahan ja raha hun." Then you try to change it into English. This takes time, and during this time, you become nervous. Fluent speakers do not translate every sentence. They think directly in English. Now maybe you are thinking, but how can I think in English? The answer is simple. Start with very small and easy thoughts. For example, I am hungry. I am sleepy. This food is tasty. I need water. I am using my phone. Today is very hot. Use English for simple daily thinking. When you wake up in the morning, try to think, I need to get up. When you eat food, think, this is delicious. When you go outside, think, the weather is nice today. At first, it may feel strange or difficult, but slowly your brain will become comfortable with English thinking. Another important tip is this: do not use difficult words. Simple English is powerful English. Even fluent speakers use simple sentences in daily life. Remember, your goal is not perfect English. Your goal is fast and natural English. The more you think directly in English, the faster your brain will answer. And in the next section, I will show you a very powerful exercise that can train your brain to answer English questions instantly. Now we come to a very powerful part of this podcast. This is the real training for your brain. If you want to answer in English instantly, you must practice instant response training. What does this mean? It means you ask yourself a question and you answer immediately in English. No translation, no thinking for a long time, just quick answers. Let's understand with a simple example. If you ask yourself, "What is your name?" you should answer instantly, "My name is Leba." Do not stop. Do not think too much. Now another example. What are you doing? Answer, I am listening to a podcast. This practice trains your brain to respond quickly. At first, your answers may be slow. That is normal, but do not stop. Keep practicing. Now I will give you some practice questions. You can use them every day. What did you eat today? What are you doing now? Where do you live? What is your favorite color? What time is it now? How do you feel today? Try to answer these questions in English immediately. Even if your sentence is not perfect, it is okay, because speed is more important than perfection. Another very important rule is, do not go back and correct your answer again and again. Just speak once and move forward. This will train your brain to think faster. You can also do this practice in front of a mirror or record your voice on your phone. Slowly, your brain will stop translating and English answers will come automatically. This is how fluent speakers are made, not by memorizing, but by instant practice. In the next section, we will learn another powerful technique called shadowing, which can improve your speaking speed even more. Now let's learn another very powerful method called shadowing technique. This technique is used by many fluent English speakers and even language trainers. It is very simple, but very effective. Now listen carefully. Shadowing means you listen to an English sentence and repeat it immediately without waiting. Like a shadow follows a person, you follow the speaker's voice. Let's understand step by step. First, choose a simple English video or audio. It can be a YouTube video, podcast, or even English news for beginners. Now listen to one sentence, then pause for a second and repeat the same sentence out loud. For example, you hear, I am learning English every day. You repeat, I am learning English every day. Try to copy. Pronunciation, speed, tone, rhythm. Do not translate in your mind. Just listen and repeat. At the beginning, you may feel it is difficult. You may miss words or speak slowly. But this is normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is training your brain to respond quickly. Try to practice at least 10 minutes every day. Even 10 minutes is enough if you do it regularly. It improves listening. It improves pronunciation. It improves speaking speed. It reduces translation habit. Most importantly, it trains your brain to think in English naturally. After some days of practice, you will notice something amazing. You will start speaking without stopping to think. That is real fluency. In the next section, we will talk about simple daily habits that can make your English speaking even faster and stronger. Now let's talk about something very important. If you really want to train your brain to answer in English instantly, then you must build daily habits. Small daily habits can change your English speaking very fast. Let's start. The first habit is talking to yourself in English. Yes, you heard it right. When you are alone, try to speak in English. For example, I am going to eat now. I am very tired today. I need to finish my work. This habit trains your brain to think in English naturally. The second habit is watching simple English videos daily. Do not watch difficult content in the beginning. Choose easy English, beginner stories, simple conversations, English learning videos. Listen carefully and try to understand meaning, not every word. The third habit is reading and speaking short sentences out loud. Do not just read in your mind. Read like this. I am happy today. Speak it clearly. This improves your mouth muscles and speaking speed. The fourth habit is daily speaking practice. Even 5 to 10 minutes is enough. You can answer questions, describe your day talk about your routine. Consistency is more important than long practice. The fifth habit is learning useful daily phrases. Instead of learning difficult grammar, focus on common sentences like, I don't know. Give me a minute. I understand. Can you repeat, please? These phrases are used in real-life conversations. Now remember one important thing. You don't need to study English for many hours. You need to practice a little every day because your brain learns faster with repetition, not pressure. If you follow these simple habits daily, your brain will slowly stop translating, and your English answers will become faster and more natural. In the next section, we will talk about how to remove fear and build real confidence in speaking English. Now let's talk about something very important for every English learner. That is fear. Fear is the biggest reason why many people cannot speak English confidently. Even if they know English, they stop themselves because of fear. Let's understand this clearly. Many learners think, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? What if my grammar is wrong? Because of these thoughts, the brain becomes blocked. And when the brain is blocked, speaking becomes very slow. But listen carefully. Mistakes are not a problem. Mistakes are part of learning. Every fluent English speaker made thousands of mistakes in the beginning. No one became perfect from day one, so you should change your mindset. Instead of thinking, I must speak perfect English, think, I must speak English even if I make mistakes. Another important point is this. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. You cannot wait to feel confident first. You build confidence by speaking again and again. Start small. Speak simple sentences. I am learning English. I can do it. I am improving every day. Even if your English is not perfect, keep speaking. Also, remember, people are not focusing on your mistakes as much as you think. Most people are busy with their own lives, so do not stop yourself. Another powerful tip is speak slowly but clearly. You do not need fast English. You need clear English. When you speak slowly, your brain gets time to think and respond, and slowly your fear will disappear, because fear disappears with action, not with thinking. So today, make a decision. I will speak English without fear. I will not stop because of mistakes. I will keep improving every day. In the next section, we will finish with a simple 7-day challenge that will train your brain step by step. Now let's make everything practical. I am going to give you a very simple 7-day challenge that will train your brain to answer in English instantly. If you follow this challenge honestly, you will feel improvement in your speaking speed. Let's start. Day 1. Think in English. Spend 5 to 10 minutes thinking simple thoughts in English. For example, I am at home. I am learning English. Day 2. Instant answer. Practice. Ask yourself 10 easy questions and answer immediately. No translation, no delay. Day 3. Shadowing practice. Listen to a short English video and repeat every sentence immediately. Day 4, mirror speaking. Stand in front of a mirror and talk in English for 5 minutes. You can say your routine, your feelings, your plans. Day 5, describe your day. Speak about your whole day in simple English. Example: I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I had breakfast. Day 6, watch and repeat. Watch an easy English video and pause after each sentence. Repeat it loudly. Day 7, free speaking challenge. Speak for 2 to 3 minutes without stopping. Do not worry about mistakes. Just keep speaking. Important rule: do not skip days. Practice every day, even for a short time. If you complete the 7-day challenge, your brain will start thinking in English more naturally, and your answer speed will improve slowly but clearly. In the next and final section, we will end this podcast with motivation and final advice. Now we are at the end of this podcast. I hope you learned something valuable today. Let's quickly remember the main idea. To speak English instantly, you must train your brain. Not just study English, but practice it every day. Do not wait for perfect English. Start speaking with simple English today. Do not fear mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Do not translate every sentence in your mind. Try to think directly in English, step by step. If you follow the methods we discussed, instant answer practice, shadowing daily habits, and the 7-day challenge, your brain will slowly become faster in English. Remember one important truth: fluency is not about being perfect. Fluency is about being consistent. Even 10 minutes of daily practice is powerful if you do it regularly. So believe in yourself, start small, keep going, never stop. And one day you will realize you are answering in English instantly without thinking. This is your goal, and you can achieve it. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. This is Liba, signing off. See you in the next episode.